Ghanatube so ebuzia form dot for slow message so emamo akwa abapium matna CD na ewie insem ahodo enkoso ewo omaigane na entempara no mentwentwen so emfama mo no yebeka kotie insem ahodo bia ekoso ewo omaigane.
All right, by court, no representation for Speaker of Parliament. We note also that the Speaker of Parliament has not filed any statement of case or memorandum of issues despite the opportunity given for them to be filed. This matter is for hearing this morning. Can we hear counsel for the plaintiff?
My Lord, plaintiff filed a writ on the 15th.
We've noted all that you filed.
Okay.
If you don't mind,
okay.
spend fewer than 5 minutes because we've noted the memorandum of issues
okay.
and the matter set out.
My Lord, I will just argue. I will simply argue that any rule of interpretation that is used to interpret Article 97(1)(g) and H will lead to one conclusion with the accuracy of mathematics.
No. Any rule of interpretation used to interpret
Articles 97.
Yes.
1G and H of the 1992 Constitution.
Yes.
Will lead to one conclusion with the accuracy of mathematics. That conclusion being that the intention of the framers of the Constitution was that the intention of the framers of the Constitution was that the act that grounded the vacation of office.
Did anyone vacate any office?
Pardon me?
Did anyone vacate any office? Let's stay true to the records.
Yes.
Please stay true to the records.
But on the ruling of the Supreme Court, that certain acts should be deemed to be a vacation of the office. The ruling of the Speaker, sorry. That certain acts.
Please listen to yourself, Mr. Gatti.
Yes, please. The ruling of the Speaker.
Mr. Gatti, listen to yourself.
Yes.
And speak concisely.
Okay.
We don't want any confusion this morning.
My Lord.
Is what you are going to say materially different from the articulation of that point, the statement of case?
What I'm saying articulates or amplifies what we said in the statement of
But
case.
except for your adding that it should be construed with the accuracy of mathematics.
Yes.
Which has made me apprehensive because this is social science.
Yes.
You must be mindful of what you are saying. This is social science.
But
That's why I'm asking whether what you are saying has not been captured in the statement of case. For which reason we can adopt and we can then express ourselves.
my Lord, just let you adopt the statement of case, but to assist in your apprehension. I agree that it's social science. But my Lord, in this case, if it is interpreted in any other way, it will need to have validity. And the courts frown on that. That is our submission.
You are really that is better advocacy
Yes.
than what you earlier said.
I agree with you, my Lord.
Thank you. Yes, indeed, I respectfully would like to advert the court's attention to Article 93, clause 1 of the Constitution. First, I would say that even though the Scale Finance sets out 3 issues for consideration by the court, my respectful view is that the first issue that we set out for determination, which is that whether or not plaintiffs will properly impose the relation of the court, has in effect been disposed of by the court in its ruling dated the last agenda date.
Not entirely.
Right.
Be assured that it will be fully addressed.
Well,
not entirely, yes.
But the point I make is that on account of the argument advanced in court on 30th October 2024 and the ruling dated 30th October 2024, we did not find necessary this morning to go on with arguments under the first issue. They did rely on the arguments made at the last agenda. Respectfully.
No, you cannot proceed like that. You cannot proceed like that because the last agenda, this panel, they don't hear you.
Right.
This is the panel that's hearing the substantive issues.
Yes. Right. Consider the ruling.
And I also wondered what you were talking about. I was not on that panel.
So two members have added. Yes. So I'll then quickly deal with issue one. The point to consider under issue one respectfully is that insofar as any matter borders on an interpretation of the Constitution and an enforcement of the Constitution, same is within the exclusive preserve of the Supreme Court. Article 2, Clause 1 makes this quite clear, and Article 130, Clause 1 reinforces it and indicates clearly that this principle is subject only to the High Court's jurisdiction in the enforcement of fundamental human rights. Article 130, Clause 1.
The High Court's jurisdiction
in an enforcement.
In the enforcement of fundamental human rights.
And that's Chapter 5. Respectfully, even the formulation of Article 130, Clause 1 indicates that insofar as an issue of interpretation arises out of a construction of any of the fundamental human rights provision, same will even come within the exclusive jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. That's one.
So even in the jurisdiction of the High Court on fundamental human rights, to enforce fundamental human rights, should there be a matter for interpretation that will come under the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court?
And I have as my authority the decision of the Supreme Court in the famous Nana J. Ampofo matter, which I have referred or cited in our similar case, and J. Ampofo versus Atendra.
The judgment of this court will be delayed. By court, the judgment of this court will be delivered tomorrow, 12th November 2020. Yeah.
Lords are most grateful.
Lords, we are grateful. I mean, of course, being entirely the prerogative of the first defendant to file anything at all. With respect, I think that if the first defendant came before the court at the last agenda date, represented by counsel made representations before the court to file submissions at a certain point in time, elects not to do so, and then for no reason at all, elects also not to appear before the court. Clearly, that is disrespect to the court. I made this observation because I'm the Attorney General, leader of the bar, and all that. Such conduct, with all respect, should not be tolerated by the court.
Leave it to us, Mr. Attorney General. Leave it to us. I would rather advise that as a member of the bar for which you are the leader, you should reach out to him at the close of these proceedings to find out if everything is all right.
And indeed, my friend, the chief state attorney, reached out to him on Friday to find out if processes have been done by him. So we've done a bit. Hardly did we expect that he would not even show courtesy to the court by not showing up. Thank you very much.
Honorable Attorney General, I think at the last agenda, if my memory serves me right, you also said, when we asked that you should file processes, he said he had instructions to deal with the matters that he did, and therefore
he will go for further instructions.
So, if he has not been employed again,
no, but my recollection is that that was before the firm agreement and then statement as to when the process will be filed by the court. That was before it. But that's fine. Maybe that's fine.
We have a lot
to deal with. That's fine.
Yes.
Right.
So if we retire early,
right,
because of the public interest in the matter, we should be able to serve the people in whose sovereignty resides.
Precisely. I agree. It's perfect. I'm grateful.
Abusiafo medam ase se mudi mechi e mai kotie eye nsem no na me se motie ama mo de comment ebe me o comment monye sa enfama me na menkinkai e ma mo fefefe aha eye Ghanatube so bi on subscribe ya abusiafo to bo ase na subscribe na Facebook mi a eye notification bell no so se na bia nsem no me de tuma na wenya ne intempas me ma we mfin so se obe like na afin so wa share in videos we our channel we so abusiafo aha Ghanatube so wonderful snowy sisi ade makamo